Hey Indian Hills, it's your teacher librarian, Mrs. Sandersfeld-Miller here with some new books that are about ready to go out on the shelves. So the first one we have here is How to Be a Manga Artist. So if you like manga, but you also like to draw manga and you want to know how to make your own manga, that would be a good one for you to check out. The Pop-Up Planetarium, this one is really cool. It's got this star wheel so you can change it to the different times of the year and see what stars are in the sky. And then it has a whole bunch of different information about all the different stars and things. But this little pop-up thing at the back, you put your phone flashlight underneath it, and then you can put the stars up on your ceiling in your room so you can see the different constellations that they talk about in the book. The Fatal Forecast is about a group of fishermen on the East Coast, and the National Weather Service didn't realize that some of their weather buoys were not recording accurate information. And so there was a huge storm coming. These fishermen never would have gone out in the ocean, 100 miles out into the ocean to do their fishing that day if they knew this storm was coming. But the forecast was incorrect and they headed right into the middle of a storm. So it is a true story, true survival. If you like adventure survival, very interesting story there. On the Block, Stories of Home. This one is short stories by very diverse authors, and it's about kids that live in a neighborhood in, I think, New York City, and they're all immigrants to the United States and kind of their stories of their families. These three books are books that all deal with kind of home life issues. So Boy 2.0 is about a boy who just gets transferred to a new foster home, and then something happens and he starts to realize that he has turned invisible after this event happens. So he's got some interesting powers that develop. So a little sci-fi in there too. Dirt Road Home is about a kid who is in a juvenile detention center, and Diet Soda Club is about a boy who has a sister who is really sick, and then all of a sudden his mom just disappears. So now he's trying to take care of his sick sister, and he's got to, figure out how he's going to pay rent, and is his mom ever coming back? What's he going to do? Happy and Sad and Everything True is about a girl who starts an advice column, and somebody who is writing for advice sounds like somebody who would be a really good friend. Now she's just got to figure out who this anonymous person is because she thinks they'd make a really good friend. The Last Dragon on Mars, good sci-fi, fantasy, dragons, outer space combo type of book. And then we've got some good creepy ones. We've got Snow Drowned, there's an island, and whenever there's a bad blizzard, people disappear and die. Dead Girl's Diary, good creepy ghost mystery. Give Me Something Good to Eat, a Halloween tie-in. It's about a boy whose sister disappears on Halloween. And then Screech School, there, get some glare off so you can see the screen. Screech School is book 2 in a series. Do they have a picture? Yes, here we go. Is book 2 to Dread Detention, which is another book that we have in our library. So this one is about a haunted school. And then we have some graphic novels and some quick picks. So Ribbon Skirt is about a group of friends who want to make a ribbon skirt, and they are Native Americans. And then The Old Willis Place, this one is Mary Downing Hahn, a very popular author in our library, but this is the graphic novel version of that book. And then we have Turning 12 and The Squad. These are both sequels. So Turning 12 is the sequel to Growing Pangs. So just, girl issues, friends issues in junior high. And then The Squad is the sequel to, there we go, flip it there, The Tryout. So fun junior high cheerleading type of book. I Survived, the newest one in the series, is The Black Death. So that one's also a very popular series. This one is the chapter book. And then some other quick picks. We have Spotting Dottie, Shockwave, and Flash Flood. These two are kind of like adventure survival. This one's surviving against nature. This one is a boy who a random girl comes up to him on the beach one day and says, "Hey, do this thing for me." And he's like, okay. She wants him to play a prank or something. And so he goes along with it, but then he later finds out that he has now made an enemy out of a very dangerous person because of what he did. And then Spotting Dottie has to do with the Loch Ness Monster. So if any of those look good, place them on hold or come on into the library to pick them up.